Oh no! Welcome in, guys. I forgot my microphone way in the back here. Kathy's probably too.
I don't hear me.
Can you hear me now? So I had my mic stowed, and Kathy's. We are so prepared.
We're starting early. We forgot that we were starting early.
We look at Reese like, what the heck is going on? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I gotta post my story post.
All right. So, sorry, I thought I was more prepared than I am.
Hi, everyone.
I'll start
Hi.
saying hi to everybody here. All right, we got Jared's here. What's going on, Jared? Maya, hello. Upcycle Ched, what's going on, Melanie? Love the earlier time. Yeah, you're finally able to hop in for a little bit. Alyssa, hello. Lainey, hi, how's it going? Yeah, we talked about going a little bit earlier last time, and we decided to give it a shot. Now, I don't know if it's 100% that we're gonna stay at this time. We're gonna try to see how the boys do.
I hope it is.
If the boys handle it okay, because they're awake. Normally we put them to bed.
Well, that's fun. I mean, when we started lives, they were a lot younger.
Yeah, they were a lot
They
younger.
were like 5.
They're a lot more independent. Like we could say go to bed and they'll go to bed. So hopefully this is a change that will stay. Let's see. April, I'm excited for the earlier time. I have to go to bed at 10 and I'm on the East Coast, so I get to watch tonight. Nice.
Just drafting my last few things that I'm gonna list.
Sierra,
Your sister.
my little sister. How's it going, Sierra? Miss you guys. Give my nephew some love, of course. How you doing? You doing all right? Jared says he's sitting at the airport waiting for a Uber. A Uber? Uber? Kelly, Artful Journey, how's it going? Hey, y'all, love the earlier start time. I'm motivated to work tonight. Yeah, hopefully we got a little bit more motivation and all that. Is this so you can go an hour longer? No, I don't know if we're going to go an hour longer.
So we can go to bed an hour sooner.
Yeah, now we might actually have a more hard stop time because we do have to actually get the kids to lay down. You know, sometimes when we're down here, they'll try to act like they're a little bit more independent, but if we're not there, then then they'll kind of take advantage. Maya says, I'm at Chipotle getting food, and when I get home, I'm going to work on my listings. Nice. Can't go wrong with some Chipotle.
We ordered in tonight.
We did. We got some
Vietnamese food.
We got some Uber
It's been
Eats.
a long time.
Vietnamese. Put your mic closer. People want to hear you. Lil N, what's going on? Hello from New York. You guys all staying warm? It's been a cold week, huh? Julie, hi from Indiana. How's it going, Julie? Scott, the Cha-Ching King's here. What's going on, my friend?
Hello?
I have to edit, so I'll be in and out of here. I have to finish my video before I leave this weekend.
That for his,
Are you going to that? That was kind of like a members only thing, so I don't know. I don't know how public it is.
Everyone join Scott's membership.
So if you want to know,
find out all Scott's
if you want to be in the
secrets.
know, you got to be a member. Speaking of, I think I might be able to give away some memberships tonight. If YouTube's still doing that thing.
Oh boy.
Give them some love. Of course we will, Sierra. Hopefully gonna get some measurements and better photos taken while listing. All right.
I saw a sale come in like an hour ago that I'm pretty sure I don't have, so that's not good. I gotta see if I have it.
Well, how sure are you?
I'm not 100%, but like 99%.
99%. That's pretty sure.
Oops. Okay, hold on. Navy knit sneakers, size 8.5. Okay, I might have them.
You're so sure.
My spreadsheet, it says I have them, but they were not cross-listed on Poshmark or Mercari, so that was weird.
Okay.
But I hope we have that.
That's good news. That's good news. You just failed at cross-posting rather than failed at delisting. So that's a better fail.
Yeah.
Doing good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Jake says, I hate the cold. I wish I lived in Florida. Yeah, I was just watching the Trash to Cash Bash. Scott just gifted 5 more memberships.
Thank you, Scott.
Welcome to the Ginger fam, guys. We got SG. I don't know if I can scroll that down. SG, welcome in. Willie Life, Lisa, Clemens, Kent Daigle, and Tanisha. Welcome in, guys. Tanisha, maybe? Sorry if I said your name wrong. Welcome in. Everybody give Scott a high five. I want to try to see if I can get on the... I might wait for a few more people to hop in before we do that. But we'll probably be giving away some memberships tonight, too. Thank you, Scott. Sierra wants to know how we guys are doing. How's the new house? It's all right. It's okay. You know.
It's a house. It's great.
I didn't get that. Could
What?
you try again?
Maybe I thought I said Siri. It's doing okay. Yeah, the house is good.
A little chilly.
It has been cold. Our room now is above our garage, and our garage is not insulated, so our bedroom has been pretty cold past week. All right, so Scott is saying he's heading to North Carolina for a private pick. 900 miles for a private pick. Would you do it?
No.
Kathy wouldn't.
I mean, maybe if it was all clothes and shoes.
Kathy gets nervous. I don't think you would want to do any kind of private pick, huh?
I probably wouldn't.
Kathy's not into the private picks. I would do it. So would the upcycled shed. Kelly says, for the treasures you find, I'm sure it will be worth it. Post a video of your finds so we can see. Yeah. You were saying he's got quite a bit of stuff too, and he was involved in some Hollywood action and stuff. T-Borg, I wish we had sweater and boot weather here in Maui. Really? You wish you had more cold weather? I thought people lived in Maui to get away from the cold. Or the weather, to get to the good weather. Let's see. So I've done more research. I've realized that most of my listings have a poor sell-through rate. And because of that, my tiny office has become overrun with low profit, slow selling items. I guess this is a learning experience. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably very common for a lot of people kind of getting into the business, just seeing what something sold for and not really, seeing the sell-through rate of stuff. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you're learning. Right? We did the same thing. Yeah. We heard good brands, bought a lot of stuff. And
even if it's like slow sell-through, just if you lower the price, it should still sell. Mm-hmm. It's not like it won't sell.
Yeah. Everything could have a good sell-through rate if it's priced right. So maybe something to do is to just undercut it and get rid of it, and then focus a little bit more on sell-through rate in the future. TT, hi from Alberta, Canada. We were at negative 47 Celsius last week, which that's pretty cold, because isn't negative 40 where it's both the same? So
Are
that's,
you asking me
I think we talked about it last week. Renee of PA, hello, welcome in. Melissa, hello. First time to join List and Chill. Been following your channel for a few months. Well, hi, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Do we have a heated mattress pad? No. I like the golden. Kathy's got like 17 blankets. So.
Now I have 18 because I just got one at the bed.
You better watch it first, though.
I gotta watch it.
A private pick would be awesome. Scott gets in on all those cool private picks. How do you deal with low selling items that have sat? Since you have the storage, I assume you just let them sit, but before storage unit, what did you do? Redonate Play-Dohs once upon a child, or just keep them?
Keep them.
Yeah, we've kind of always just...
Mostly for the time. It's like almost takes more time to get rid of it. I mean, I would...
What would you do if space was the issue, though? Would you redonate?
I remember I was always saying... I was sending out like 50% offers on Posh every weekend to move stuff.
So you would just do low offers on the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. If you've already spent all that time listing it, it's on the internet. You could do a quick...
And like ours, we pre-bag everything for shipping, so it's like, I don't want to undo that.
It's like if you could sell it for something, even if you just get your money back, that's better than donating, because you don't have to worry about like adjusting all that with taxes and stuff. But so I guess that would be... What if it didn't sell though? If you did all that,
like, what do you mean, like ever? Like, how long are we
like, if you say you put something on clearance, the Ginger Marvin clearance of just breaking even, and it didn't sell for another 6 months, what would you do?
I mean, I would
you
just leave
keep
it,
it?
but
Keep it?
I guess if you're 100%
I'm saying if you needed space.
I mean,
Say you had a private pick to go to, and you needed room for all your cool things you're gonna find.
I guess I would donate it, but probably I would just look for more space.
Donate.
I have been thinking about, I feel like I mentioned this in a video that probably hasn't came out, just like, I do have a lot of kids stuff that's been listed a long time, just like not redonating, but taking that to Once Upon a Child. So maybe, I don't know what you're selling, but you can try some buy-sell trade stores maybe, or consignment if it's clothes or shoes. That way someone else is storing it for you if it's consignment.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we would do. May or may not be the right thing.
But really, we've never done it. So
our room is super cold too, but we have an Eden Pure, and they are really great. It might be something that would help you guys. What is an Eden Pure? Oh, like a little space heater thing. Yeah, we might have to do something specific to that. Because like our master suite, like our bathroom gets really cold. I mean, it gets cold to the point where even I feel like the water, like the pipes don't warm up.
do you think that's why the shower?
I'm wondering. I was kind of wondering that because...
I keep telling him the showers, but he likes his shower not cold, but like not
I like
hot,
a warm.
and
I don't
like
like a
putting
hot.
it to the very hottest.
Kathy likes to where, like, if
And
you
I've
were
been
a
doing
lobster,
that.
you would be cooked by the time you came out.
And I like putting it that high, and it still doesn't feel hot at all. I'm like rather go to the gym and take a shower.
Yeah, it could just be like I might just need to adjust the temperature in it, but it definitely seems colder than it used to be.
Yeah.
Might have to check into that. Hannah Grace, Mercari questions. Do you guys wait until you have more than one like to send offers? Also, right after, actually answer that. Do you wait till you have more than one like on Mercari?
I hardly ever send offers, but
You don't send offers?
it's not that I don't ever, but I pretty much don't.
Okay.
I mean, if I was sending offers and it had one like, I would probably still send offers.
Okay. And then also right after you do the likers, get some offer since you Right after, do the likers get the same offer since you can't give them an offer for a couple days?
I'm not sure.
So I think they're asking if somebody likes something and you send them an offer,
Yeah, so then.
and then another person likes it and you send them an offer and it's lower, does that?
I don't think
Are the
you can send the offer at all. I could try. Well,
we're gonna look into that a little bit.
how
I might
wouldn't
be
able to try.
reading your question incorrectly. Right after, do the likers get the same offer since you can't give them an offer for a couple days? Scott's going to a full house, 4 storage lockers, and a garage. He was a stuntman, actor, professional photographer, and art director for Evinrude Motors. Fished his whole life. Sorry.
You finished
That was, I'm sorry, that was like a Freudian slip. Fished his whole life too. I'm super excited. And he finished his life. I'm sorry, that was... I know, I'm so sorry. Sierra says it feels like -14 out right now. LOL, yeah, I feel you. It's cold, but definitely invest in a heated mattress pad.
That was too hot. What if we set on fire?
Are you going to insulate your garage? I've used the DIY spray foam and loved it. I do want to insulate. I don't know if the walls, it is sheetrocked. I'm assuming the exterior walls are not insulated. I feel like builders in our area are too lazy to do that. But in our other house, I did insulate the garage door, and that made a huge difference, even though I know the walls there were not insulated on the exterior. So I'm probably going to do that. And then also I have, well, I don't know. I might be using that on the schoolie. I have a mini split that I was using, or I didn't quite set it all up in our other house garage, but I could either use it in the new garage or on the schoolie. It might be too small for the garage because the garage is a little bit bigger. But, what? I'm just talking.
It sounds like you're saying a lot.
I know. I'm thinking out loud.
Whenever you're
I do want to
done,
insulate the garage.
I'm ready for my.
You ready for the screen share? All right, let's go to see what Kathy's cross-posting tonight. Not cross-posting, you're listing. You got what, about 15 or 20 things?
I have 30 plus, but I think we'll maybe get 15 or so. I already listed 15 earlier.
Yeah,
Art
Kathy's
is
already
live
listed
if
15.
anyone wants to watch a more interesting
Art of
person.
Resells on whatnot right now.
Oh.
That's what that is. He's
Okay.
cross streaming. He's crossing the streams. But yeah, I do want to insulate the garage. And you say spray foam. I do want to spray foam the bus. So I wonder if I can maybe do those both at the same time. Scott, did you do the spray foam over or before you did sheetrock, or were you able to do it behind the existing sheetrock? I don't want to have to tear off all the sheetrock. Have you ever seen Zycac? Zycac. No. Anti-theft travel casual bags. So maybe like a Scotty vest kind of thing. Their website's not working. Now it's working. Oh, they look like travel bags, almost like a Scotty vest bag or like a Scotty travel company. Okay. We have not seen them. Sierra says it was -32 a couple days ago.
Yeesh.
Sierra, how are you alive right now?
Okay, I found this on the web. But how are you alive right
It's
now?
done that like
Check
a
it
bunch
out.
of times.
All right. Sorry. Apparently, when I say Sierra, it sounds like
Hey Siri.
I'm trying to talk to my useless AI. I'm suffering from the virus of oversourcing. My thrift store has sales where clothing can be as cheap as 40 cents, and I think it can sit. I paid nothing for it, and then I run out of space. Yeah, there will always be stuff. I think that was another thing we had to, we had come to the realization that the scarcity mindset, you think, oh, this deal's too good to pass up. I mean, there's always going to be good deals. So, I don't know. The way I see it, it's kind of better to let the thrift stores hold your inventory until you're ready to buy, until you're ready to list it, kind of thing.
You think this is a wolf? Because that's what it said when I Googled it. But then I was like, is this a raccoon?
Well, raccoon would have
Some
like
on their
bandit
face,
eyes.
right? Okay.
Show the face.
I know. Look at his cute little face.
I feel like the wolf, yeah, the black tail tip. I think that's a wolf. I think it's a wolf. You guys think it's a wolf? Zycac denim trucker's jacket, Sherpa lined. Oh, they do denim too. Let me check eBay comps. What? Oh, that's Levi's. The first one came up. Its starting bid is $21,000. I don't know if that's what you want me to see. I'm not seeing any Zycac though. Don't feel bad, Kathy. I've got a pile of blankets too.
I'm like so happy. Oh, did I tell you? I don't know if she was not I don't know. Today all the linens were 49 cents again. So like I got a whole like Hearth and Hand bedding set, like a comforter, pillowcases, sheets, like 2 or 3 Pottery Barn pillows, all for like $6 and some change. Yeah, so that was cool. But yeah, I was very excited about the home goods I found.
Nice.
Otherwise I didn't find hardly any.
Way to go. Scott says I give away excess inventory to other resellers who might want it. You do. Scott's like awesome that way. How many folks here also waited for Dave to get back on in his life? Well, I was watching the live and then I went up to go eat real quick and then came down and it had I think his phone had died. And so I had it running while I was trying to get our live set up. And then he hopped on. Yep. I also pre-bag everything, but bagged everything without measurements. With 400 plus listings needing measurements, this is yet another learning experience.
So like I do the basic measurements, but people still ask for other random ones, and I just ignore them. I'm not a very good reseller. I don't even say sorry. I just never answer.
Ignore. Jennifer, I just sold an item I listed 2 years ago. I hand moved item to donate box and then it sells. Time to dig through the donate pile. Well, at least it didn't make it all the way to the donate place. That's good. Just got to dig around a little bit. Junk Monkey, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Fridley, hey, Chris and Kathy, did you say how long you let something sit until you just want to break even on it? I mean, we haven't really got to the point yet.
Right. I mean, like at the end of the last year, I did send some pretty low offers, but not because like I had to. Sometimes I just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not like a definite like, oh, it's 6 months. We got to do it now. I think it's more or less whenever Kathy's like, you know what? I'm going to try to push a few sales. These things have been listed for a while. I'm just going to, it's much more like that. We're not really pressed on space. I think if we had limited space, that would be a more of a pressing matter to where we had a system in place. Like when I start listing here in the next month or so, I'm probably going to be a little bit more rigid on that kind of stuff. Just because I'm going to try to keep my inventory to like that closet back there. and I want to just keep things moving. I'm going to be doing things a little bit different than Kathy, just because, you know, I've got like different ideas and goals. Junk Monkey's in the house. Sierra says, Kat, you look beautiful.
Thanks.
I don't know, the camera's making your face look pretty pale right now.
I think it is pretty pale.
LA Jen, what's going on? Scott says, I have 2 big Buddy propane heaters to keep my eBay space warm. Okay. Using the propane heat. Jen says, I remembered y'all were going to start early. Yay.
We didn't remember till 6 o'clock.
I know. I was like, I was about to announce you live, and I was like, oh, wait, we're going to go early. Should I say 7 or 8? Now earlier is great. Nice. I love lobster level 2, Kathy. Where the water hits you and it hisses. Psst. All right, let me see here. Scott says, I like my shower heated the way I like my shower heated like my water lines run through a lava pool on the way to get me. That's pretty hot. I'd say if I could put a temperature on it, it would be like 105. I'd say Kathy's like a 120. Like when I worked in maintenance, like 120 was like the hottest you could legally have a shower in a hotel, because then they can't really sue you. They can't claim that they got like 3rd-degree burns or something. But like 105 is what we were supposed to keep the hot tub at. So that's, yeah, I like hot tub, not scalding, melting my skin off. Hannah says, my last house had a heated floor in the bathroom, which was heavenly. I'm trying to talk Kathy into letting me do that in our bathroom. It's like, if we're going to do the whole bathroom over.
I haven't noticed the floor being cold. What?
It's because you got 14 pairs of socks on when you walk around. Do you have socks on right now?
Yeah.
Are they comfy, warm socks?
No.
Who designed your house to put a bedroom over the garage? Now we know why the previous owner sold it. There's a lot of houses that they build like that here. I don't know if it's a Colorado thing, but yeah, it gets cold, and then the garage door is pretty loud. Like, I want to figure out a way to make that quieter, because if somebody's if we're in a bedroom and the garage door opens, like, it's pretty loud. Pretty loud. On Mercari, I can send offers usually when there's 2 to 3 likers, though I have made quite a few sales recently sending offers to just 1 liker. All right. Rob says, I like the pure superheated steam shower too. It just sprays out steam instead of water. I make about 2 to 3 sales on Mercari a month. LOL, I have no idea how to pick it up. I mean,
List more.
List more, but Mercari naturally just has less people. It could be what you're selling to. Maybe not a great fit for Mercari, but Eric, what's going on? Mercari is definitely the slowest selling of the 3 platforms. I think that's true for most sellers. It's definitely true for me, says Alyssa. My only advice is to keep listing, send out offers, and lower prices via promoting. I just try to stay active on the app. Yeah, I feel like those are good tips all around.
Agree.
Sorry, Amakari wasn't clear. You send offers to likers, then let's say a day later someone likes the item. Do they get the better offer automatically since you can't send? I see what you're saying. No?
No. Like a new liker would not get the offer.
After you've already sent an offer.
Right. So you'd have to wait the amount of days to resend it, and then it has to be, I think it still has to be lower than the other offer that you sent the other people.
To be able to send to them.
Right.
So the offer is item
Like if
specific.
you send like $5, you can't send the new liker $5. I don't think. I think you have to go like 10% or some amount lower. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while.
So, but you are sure that it does not automatically send.
I guess I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Does anyone else in the chat know that?
Yeah. She's about as sure as she was that she didn't have that item.
Yeah. I need to get back on the Mercari train. I'm trying.
So hopefully that was an answer to your question.
It's not an answer at all.
When you send an offer, it goes to all the likers. I don't think any offers are automatically sent to new likers. Yeah, I think Maya's saying the same thing. Scott, I took the exterior metal siding off my shop and sprayed onto the walls from the apartment that you have on the apartment you have. I used the foam pack 650 and it was worth it. I'll never do regular insulation again. Heyo. What was that?
I don't think I told anything. I don't know.
Heyo. What was that?
Those must have been from way earlier.
List perfectly. You're lagging. The DuPont. Yeah, I might try to use that on the schoolie. So you think it's worth it, Scott? I was thinking about trying to find somebody who's like spray foaming a house and drive the schoolie there and be like, hey, how much would it be to like just spray this? Like have it all taped off and everything. But I don't think that'd work for the garage. Make sure to like the video, y'all. I've now realized that Colorado's not cold. I've realized what true cold is. That's right. Colorado's not too cold. And we gotta get a lot of sunny days. Looks like a wolf, so I'm pretty far behind. Do you sell linens also? Asked Jared. Sometimes.
I don't like to photograph them.
We sold a few blankets. They got to be like nice ones, like
Right.
$100
At least over
profit.
like $50.
That Fry's plushie is so cute.
Yeah.
Did you get out of your storage unit yet? Not yet.
Probably a while still.
Probably for a little while. Tommy in Seattle, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Hope y'all are warm and safe. Portland's been frozen over with ice since Monday from the weekend snowstorm. Our post office just opened up today. Since Friday, it's been crazy here. Man, stay warm. So, like, if they close for weather, are you on the hook for being late on shipping? That's a bummer. Hey, so I meant to ask, do you have any videos about selling to kids consignment or know anyone who does? I have Once Upon a Child and a kid-to-kid near me. Probably not specifically, but Kathy has been doing... like a lot of our Ben's hauls lately, she's set some stuff aside to take specifically to Once Upon a Child. And then in the past we've done what's called JBF, or Just Between Friends, which is, would you consider that more of a consignment, kids consignment than?
What sounds like she's asking is just to like sell it off for cash, right?
Yeah. But You might find some info on the bins hauls that we've done lately. I mean, probably like the last 10 or so. Tom, hey Gingers, do you use the eBay AI descriptions on your listings? I use it, then copy to Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Mercari and Posh. Saves me a lot of typing. We have not even tried it. I feel like
also don't put any descriptions.
Yeah, Kathy keeps her descriptions like non-existent. She's what do you copy the title?
Yeah, mostly because I don't want to have too much info or anything.
Yeah. Rob Junk Monkey uses the AI from eBay, and I think he likes it pretty good. I would be cautious on some of the AI stuff. It might get a little too wordy. And you know, people are lazy. They just, if they have to, like I've done it where I was going to go buy something and it was like a paragraph that I had to read. I didn't read it. I backed out and bought something else. I think I paid a little bit more. So I would just be cautious. Mostly I would want to know what types of items are best to bring. I know it's cheap to get kids' clothes at the bins, but at the same time, I want to avoid wasting money if I can. That I would say is probably a little bit. You probably want to know what your store is looking for.
Yeah, because I feel like everything I show them, people will take similar things.
Yeah,
they didn't take.
I'd be a little bit careful trying to like watch what we do, and then like, oh, I see that too.
I would just take. Did you say she already has stuff? Or? I mean, I would just take a small bin, see what they take.
I don't know if she sold anything there yet, but yeah, just take what you got. If you got anything, or go and ask. Go in and you know, they might tell you, oh, we're looking for, you know, kids' denim jeans right now, or whatever their things they're looking for. Maybe even go in and shop it, you know, and see what they're featuring, what they're putting on the easy to find, you know, easy to look at shelves and stuff. See what brands they carry a lot of.
But yeah, in my opinion, they just love like basic small brands, Carter's, Target stuff, Walmart stuff.
Yeah, or call and ask. That's a good, yeah.
Yeah, not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like when I'm waiting in line there to get them to check me in, I'll just like not peek. I can see what other people have, and I'm just like, I know they're not going to take half of the stuff that people have, but I don't know how to explain.
You're judging people?
I'm not judging them, but I'm just like,
they're not going to take that.
They don't take that brand. But
No,
like, there's so many brands that they don't take, so it's not like I don't know.
Yeah, and I think our Once Upon a Child's, they are franchise owned, right? They've got to be.
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah, I would imagine you'd probably want to know a more localized data on that. Ice storms are no fun. New York's been cold this week, but thankfully no ice. Water heater set to 180. You barely use the cold? Boneyard B. Kelly's got the first 5 listed and cross-posted. Nice. My parents' house...
Faster than me, Kelly.
Yeah, and that was like 10 minutes ago. My parents' house has the master bedroom above the garage, and the ground would shake whenever we opened it. Yeah. I'm probably going to try to look into some kind of shock absorber for the garage or something. Maybe replace the rollers. I walked to the post office Tuesday, Wednesday. It was like walking on an ice rink just to find out they were closed. Ouch. Yeah, Kathy, I'm pretty sure you're right about the offers, said Maya. That stinks. Must be pretty bad for the post office to close. Risking your life for packages, Tommy. Hope eBay doesn't penalize you for something out of your control. That's what I'm thinking. 100% worth it for the spray foam. How on eBay does not cha-ching? like I just heard yours do.
Well, that was list perfectly.
Yeah, that cha-ching was through the computer list perfectly. But eBay should cha-ching when you have a sale. Maybe check your notifications and make sure your sound is on your phone. My eBay app hasn't done the cha-ching in probably a year on Android. Buy an iPhone. No, I'm just kidding. Usually fix it in the app. Check to switch your notifications. Got pretty bad here. Apartment complex had 2 pipes that burst on the 5th floor. Water was coming through the ceiling and light fixtures on every floor down to the 1st. Yikes. That happened once when I worked at a hotel. The fire sprinklers froze up in the attic and burst, and yeah, basically like 6 rooms, because it was 3 floors, 6 rooms got totaled. And it never bursts like when it's really cold. It's when it starts to warm up.
Those are women. I was like, why does this person? Sorry.
Oh,
I thought they had some kids ones.
I thought you were laughing at me. Yeah, I was asking about selling for cash. I don't have kids. Sorry, I should have clarified. No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's hard to like. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Because like you never know. Like even I don't know that they're gonna take it. I'm just hoping.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're taking educated guess.
I mean, either way, even if they only take half the bin, I at least broke even. And then I have all the other stuff, which I don't want to list. But.
Yeah, and you're saying you're getting stuff. Was that you getting stuff for 40 cents or was that Alyssa? Call and ask. Welcome. Yeah, that's true. They might have a list. Yeah, they might. It'd be nice if they did. Like here's a printed out sheet. Follow on Instagram too. Kathy will get like Instagram notifications whenever they post. They'll put out like a little press release or whatever. Hey, we're looking for this. Hey, we're looking for that. Darren, what's up? Had someone open a return before even getting the item. I ship next day, but it took 8 days to get delivered because of the weather. And now they won't respond. Crazy buyers. That is crazy. Did they say not as described or something? Because I would dispute it. I bought some kids' clothing at the bins, and when I took it to Once Upon a Child today, they bought 27 out of about 50. It just depends on the store. My Once Upon a Child and Play-Dohs are so overstocked, they take like nothing.
Yeah, that's what I would worry about. Like, I feel like ours is just constantly...
Yeah.
I mean, they honestly have plenty of room to put stuff I can tell when I go in there.
That's cool. Yeah, Play-Dohs has never taken anything from me. I have better luck with Uptown Cheapskate.
Ours just, like, they give not a lot. Did you see my payouts yesterday?
From Uptown?
Well, Uptown Cheapskate, they took 33 items, gave me $100 even, so that's only like $333. But then Play-Dohs gave me $475 per item. And I feel like Uptown Cheapskate took better items, like stuff that is like, I don't know. So I do feel like I have luck, like they take more, but they pay less unless I take store credit. I mean, I still made profit, but it's just...
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's... Supply and demand is still a thing, even with buy-sell trade stores. So if they're high on supply, low on demand, they're going to either offer less or not take anything. So, and that is a very localized thing, too. Uptown Cheapskate near me, though it takes 2 hours to go through the stuff and then give a quote.
Ours is really fast, actually.
You said you saw one of the employees at the bins today.
I did, yeah.
So at least here, they're shopping the bins too.
I mean, they were with like some friends it looked like, so I don't know that they were buying it for the store. I don't even know if they can sell to the store if they were.
Yeah, I don't know.
Super fun.
No iPhone. No. All right, Jared's an Android man. We have an Uptown Cheapskate, and they're even more selective and expensive. They have more trendy brands, and most of my items are not trendy at all. I'd never heard of Uptown Cheapskate until I guess we got one. I didn't know it was a big chain. My Uptown Cheapskate has cards they give out with the categories they're looking for. Well, that's nice. It's okay as long as you proofread it. Oh, the AI descriptions. It develops the description from your item specifics. So fill them out. Okay.
I don't do that.
Kathy doesn't do that either.
I'm like literally the worst reseller.
Not the worst. I mean, you can't say you're the worst.
That's true.
There's
Second worst.
Was that an attack on me? I feel attacked. You sell enough. Look.
What?
I know the old saying is, there's 100 ways to skin a cat or whatever. I don't know what the modern saying is because I don't know how cool that one is nowadays, but you just resell different. And I think it proves that a lot of people can get caught up on what you should be doing and what's right and there is no right or wrong. Like, we're resellers. Like, you could literally do it any way. And honestly, when I listed the 3 items, I did things purposely different to help show that.
Despite me,
and despite Kathy, because I'm the second worst reseller. Yeah, just ending my things with zeros instead of 99 or 98 or 97 dollars, 99 cents. I would end it in a round number. I'm just saying, there's no one way works for everything. Plato's always says to me they aren't taking anything where the date tag says it's older than 2 years. But then I go to a rack and almost everything is old and outdated. They might have just had it for that long. When I've listed the 3 items. Look, Kelly, look. 3 is still enough of a pool to prove that it doesn't have to be what Kathy tells me to do.
Which I don't. He just purposely didn't want to do it that way. It's not like I even think my way is the best way.
I know. There is no best way.
I don't really think listing for an even amount. I feel like that's weird, but I don't think it actually matters.
There is no best way, and I think if somebody is telling you that this is the best way, I think that's disingenuous, really. Because there is no real best way.
Okay, but I have a question.
You have a question?
The best way in a bins haul video to put the shoes? What's the best way? Because
the best way
there's a best way
is to throw them like a baseball across the room.
So if that's not the best way, then what is the best way?
The best way is to bring your microphone to your face because I don't know if they can hear you.
That's okay. They don't need it.
Plato's is the most selective for me. I took a whole bag and they took 4 items for $11. Most of it was denim too. I think it was just an inventory thing.
Yeah, I went to the other store. Finally.
The other Plato's? Because we have 2. One's further away.
So this, I had already taken it all to the regular one I go to. And they took stuff, but they left a lot of denim, which normally they take all the denim. But then the other Plato's took almost all the denim, which was nice. So I don't know if you have more stores where you are.
That's different, almost like different demographics between our stores are far enough away where there could be different demographics of stuff coming in and stuff going out. Yeah. And different inventory levels even. Yeah. Are they? Wait, do we have 3 Plato's? Oh, you're talking the one by the
I sit it down.
By Citadel. I kept thinking when you said the other one, I was thinking the Once Upon a Child that used to be down there.
I wish that was still there.
Yeah.
Well, although they don't usually leave.
So that's not
enough
even
for
as
me
far
to
as I
do.
was thinking.
Yeah, it's not far. It's actually not.
They're like on the same road.
Honestly, that Plato's is probably easier and faster to get to because it's right down 24.
That's true. Rob says you can also undo the AI descriptions and do it again until you get a shorter and to the point description. I'm gonna have to try it out. That's part of why I wanted to have my own eBay store when I was doing this thing, was because, I don't want to make Kathy do these kinds. I'm interested in that, but she's not that interested. She doesn't like change. She doesn't like doing the right way or anything like that.
I mean, I don't think any extra work is necessary.
Right. And that's what's right for Kathy. But a lot of people want to know, what the different ways are. And I thought having another store would make it easier for me to try that stuff out. And then I can know what I'm saying when I'm talking to people. Which would be a first. Guess that's true. Most of the items were from the 2000s and lame mall brands, and I wasn't aware of that unspoken rule about the age of items.
Yeah, if I see, usually the stuff I get, it might be over 2 years, but it's probably within like 5. If I notice the tag, I'll just rip it out. the date.
Yeah. Take the date off. Because honestly, they'll probably take things more on style anyway.
I've ripped out some Athleta tags that are like 10 plus years and they've taken the stuff. So.
Yeah. So rules are meant to be broken. Second worst. I was just confused though, because I went through the rack and found all the super old labels. I was like, are you saying they won't actually take Y2K items that are on trend?
I'm pretty sure they will. So they just say that. They just have different excuses for whatever.
I feel like when they're picking your items, like looking through your items, I feel like they have to say why, like a reason.
Yeah, at least one reason.
Why they didn't take everything. So they probably just have these canned responses like, oh, they were just, too out of style or too old.
Yesterday, I appreciated this. They said, oh, we didn't take your Lauren Conrad because it's just, and like those Hugo Boss pants because those are just like more mature brands. Mm-hmm. Lauren Conrad is an adult brand, and Hugo Boss, they don't take like dress pants. So. Anyways, I liked them saying that versus your stuff is stained and faded and whatever else they say sometimes.
When I listed the 3 items. Any reselling meetups planned for 2024? Well, the Trash to Cash Bash is literally going on right now. Speaking of, since they're not here to hang out with us, I'm going to do a quick 5-member giveaway. We're going to give away 5 members right now. So let's see what happens. Nice. It is random, just so you guys know. But Alyssa did get one. Stacy, welcome to the Ginger fam. We got Hannah, John, and Sunny Girl Rich. Welcome in, guys. Just gives you a little bit of a green name, little flower next to your name. Get a little ding right there. I need to change that. For real, I was thinking, oh, Y2K, that's on trend. I guess not, according to Plato's. Kelly agrees with Chris. There is no best way. The best way is what is best for you. Wendy says, my higher end boutique items, I end with 0.50, and my lower items, I end with 99. That's a good thing because that's your system. It makes sense to you. That's like Costco does that thing, right? Where whatever the item ends in, that it's wherever it is in its life cycle of being on the shelf. Yeah, maybe those would be better for vintage store. I need to get more comfortable selling older and vintage items. I just get worried I'll get a return due to the size being smaller. Yeah, I mean that's probably a worry that is valid for anything, huh? People can always say too small, doesn't fit. And then you say no return. Like
Pretty
Kathy.
much.
Can I return it? It's too small. No.
Absolutely not.
No, you're blocked. Get out of my life. Is that the right thing to do?
For Kathy, it is.
It is for Kathy.
Did our kid just?
I hope that was a kid, because if it was a man, didn't it sound like a man?
Kidnapping our kid.
Our kids are talking in the vents again. We're not going to be able to go late next week. I'm late. It's okay. You're here at regular time. We started early. Welcome in. I think so too. I do have some cool looking jeans, and I guess it would be worth a shot. I just feel so insecure bringing in a whole bag just to be giving it right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's awkward. I feel like as I get old, how much longer can I even go to Play-Dohs? I feel like I try to wear something like this if I'm gonna go there, but I wouldn't wear my old lady blouses that I would wear to church to go take a bin there.
When Kathy had me bring a bin into Uptown Cheapskate, they eyeballed me up and down and were like, "We take trendy stuff." They said it as I was walking up.
Well, what's funny is you pretty much wear Carhartt every day, which they have lots of Carhartt, so they were just being judged.
I wear plain t-shirt.
I bought
and
that
jeans.
from them actually.
They're like, please don't come any closer. We take on-trend items. We don't want your used sweaty clothes or what. I don't know what they
Funny
thought.
is that is the least amount they've ever given for a bin of stuff that I brought them. It was
Yeah?
$40-something. That
I feel marginalized. Connor texting me. Can you turn on Sai and my internet?
What would be an interesting thing now is for me to take a bin one day and then wait a week, and whatever they did not take, have you take it in completely without me around and see if they take anything else.
Do one of those, what would you do? 60 minutes. How do I turn on their internet? Sorry guys, I gotta take a minute. I have to be a parent and turn on my kid's internet.
That you set to turn off by this time so they can't be on it.
Well, I mean, they're staying up a little bit later.
I know. You could just say no. Watch TV like we had to do.
But then they'd be right above us, bouncing around. So Connor messaged me, can you turn me and Sai's internet on? And I said, yeah. And then Connor texted, that was Cyrus who texted you.
Wait, he said me and me and his?
Me and Cyrus's internet.
That's pretty smart.
Sai's impersonating his brother. Let me tell him it's on at least.
You guys, I guess this is Sai's friend, although I've never heard him mention this kid. So I've always been wondering, how do parents get in touch with each other? I feel like when we were kids, maybe they sent out a whole list of parents and their phone numbers and their stuff to our parents, right?
No.
Huh?
Not me.
No, when you were a kid, your mom might have got a list from the school that just has the parents. I don't know. Or
I don't know if that ever happened.
Anyways, a mom wrote a note to give to her kid to give to Sai that says her kid wants to have a play date with us, and gave me her phone number on the note. But I'm too scared, or I'm just not a play date kind of girl. I don't know what to do, but I don't want to be mean.
I'm gonna have to take the kid on a play date
with the mom.
She'll be like, whoa, we take
I don't
in style items. Anyone have any experience with Clothes Mentor stores? We did, and then it closed down.
Yeah, I never had good luck. They were the ones that declined everything
Super
I
picky.
took, but I feel like I probably could have got it figured out. Yeah, they were very mature, more mature brands.
Yeah.
Like lady stuff.
They do most of the time. They have too much of that size, fading or inventory. Like that's what they say verbatim each time I go in. Yeah. No way, so epic. Welcome in. Welcome to the membership. Kathy, what size are those New Balance kids?
They're size 12, and I'm so sad because they fit Sai perfectly, and he doesn't like them because they're... What color did he call them? They're yellow.
Yellow?
He called them like...
Oh, he called them brown.
I don't like those
He's
brown
like, I like black shoes. I don't want brown shoes. 7-year-old. You've been dreading this day when your kids have a say in what they wear.
The other day I put on this cute little cool, like a half zip pullover thing on him. He said, "It's really frustrating me that the zipper is touching my neck." So I had to take it off. So that
He's got that for me, huh? He's got a little me in him. Like I'll cut a tag out of my shirt if it's bothering me. Kathy's like, "No, no." Well, I forgot it was Thursday and got an email. I got gifted. You got an email for that? Well, hey, I'm glad it drew.
Oh, they don't even have to be in.
I guess I didn't know that. Glad it made you come in. Welcome in, Stacy. Tommy says I just looked at our local Once Upon a Child website. Looks like they're taking athletic wear, baby gear, shoes, spring apparel, and swimwear. That sounds, seasonal stuff, yeah. And then you go drop it off, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're not taking any of this."
I know ours loves anything that's over like a size 2-year-old because they get so much baby stuff, but.
Most people that shop vintage now know how to check measurements for the size reasons. Yeah, I just put measurements. That's a good point. Melanie says, I sell a bunch of vintage. Most people who love vintage know how that sizing tends to run smaller. If you put the standard measurements, it usually isn't a problem. All right. This is on eBay. Don't use Etsy. They're just like, okay, we took 4 things here. Here's $11 and a trash bag of clothes. I just looked down at Shane. I remember I was with Kathy one time when she brought some stuff in, and we were like going up to the counter to get the cash. And the worker, like the line next to us, they were handing back somebody and said, "So unfortunately, we didn't want to take anything today." And if I felt so like bad.
Right, for the person.
I felt, yeah, like I was like, oh my gosh.
It's so awkward. Like you couldn't find one thing in there.
Yeah.
That has happened to me. I feel like once maybe I closed Mentor, but they gave me at least like a $5 credit for the store. They're like, but here's a $5 coupon.
I'm not saying I felt embarrassed for them or anything, but I felt like.
That is embarrassing. Sad. That's why I try to take so much now. They at least have to take a few things out of this whole bin.
I was just like, oh man. Okay, how are vintage buyers on Posh? I've generally had good experiences selling there. Occasionally, I get a low review complaining it was much smaller than they expected, even with the measurements. Well, on Posh, it's nice because those aren't shown, right? The lower star reviews, those aren't ever shown to anybody.
Nobody.
Yeah. No lists, people just show up at the door. Your kids have phones? How old are they again? They don't have phones. They have an iPad, and they can message us through the iPad. But they're 7 and 9. Kathy wants them to have phones, and I'm like,
I don't really. It's not that I want them to. I'm nervous, when they go to Taekwondo and stuff, in case, there's traffic when I'm trying to get back.
Yeah. The Taekwondo knows not to let our kids out.
They don't. There's a million kids going in and out. They're not paying any attention to that.
The low reviews are usually on older pieces too, so I'm sure it's related to the sizing. Oh, let's see. Are you guys watching us? Cyrus just asked, or he said, "Let me go on a play date."
With a kid I've never mentioned ever in my whole life.
No.
Mostly I just don't know how to be friendly. Not like I'm not a small talker. What am I supposed to talk to the mom to the whole time? Like,
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. You could talk about what you got at the bins. You could do like a Wetzel or like a Ben's haul.
That's the thing. That's why I like doing lives, because these people care. But like normal people, even like my friends, they don't really care. My actual friends.
People are always asking you what. People care.
No,
He
my
said,
friends
"Yes, let
don't
me
care
go."
what I found at the bins.
Bring your non-training clothes to the play date. No more play dates. Karen, I had the same issue. I am not a play date girl either. We ended going to the movies for 3 to 4 years. I didn't have to interact at the movies. So you haven't been to the movies in 3 to 4 years? Is a movie considered like a play date? What is a play date even? Like, what is...
I don't know.
Like,
I've
go to
never
their
been to
house
a
while
play
they
date other
play,
than with
like,
people that I already knew
Legos
before
or
we
something?
had kids.
Guys, what is a play date?
I mean, I guess
It's
that
not-
wasn't a play date because I would go to like library time, but that's just like library time.
Oh, gee, it's really frustrating me. Your kids are hilariously adorable. They're a bunch of turds. I know they're watching right now.
I got Connor at the bins today. I found a bunch of Crocs, like all in his size or next size. So now he has yellow, orange, blue, white,
Got
black.
all the Crocs?
Yeah. I pay like $5 for all of them.
Oh man, my spicy little Aquarius daughter started picking out her clothes when she was 1 year old.
Wow.
1 year old. I was also at 6 months. She would no longer lay down to be changed. We changed her standing up. Oh man. I'll be praying for you. I'm late. Happy Thursday. Mandy, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Oh, she's now 33 and traveling for at least 8 months by herself, starting in New Zealand,
Wow.
working up to Asia. Wow.
For funsies?
Let's see. Photographing question. Do you use just natural light or do you have lights as well? I typically photograph at night. I don't know why. So I decided to finally invest in some lights and I love it. Yeah, we have
You can't. The fluorescent.
these lights. We have them listed down below. You might catch a view of them in our videos that are in Kathy's office, but we've got a bunch of them up there. They're also in our storage unit. They're LED, but they're the daylight kind of light. So they're, the blue, not the yellow lights. But they work pretty good. And in our storage unit, we have them powered by battery so that we can actually have light in our storage unit.
This person has these for a good price, even like with the dirt and stuff on them. $10.
Buy them and then sell them higher.
Well, no, I mean these would be like Connor said.
Is that leather, the white leather part, rough, like on purpose?
Yeah, that's on purpose.
That is. Looks like a towel. Scott says, sound like I was in line next to them. Sounds like I was in line next to them. Oh. Sorry, Scott. We're not taking any of your clothes. Our kids are literally just trolling us now. Mommy, ha ha ha. Daddy, ha ha ha. That's what they just texted me.
Why don't you just turn off your phone?
I'm going to say go to bed. gonna turn off your internet, boys. Kelly says, I missed it last week. Did anyone have an update on Osborne to Thrift and why he's not doing videos anymore? I like him.
I seen he posted in his story today.
He does story posts. I think he's just too busy making a lot of money selling stuff. I don't think he's that interested in doing the YouTube videos.
I get that. This is like, like every day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bins and I'm gonna try to make a video. Then I'm like, I'm just gonna be at the bins and just be there.
Does your Plato's Once Upon a Child have a bin limit? Mine have one bin limit for clothes and one for shoes.
No, I wonder if I still have this picture. The other day I went to Once Upon a Child and did I show you that picture?
I saw it, but I don't think you were showing that to me. Somebody had
this was like the coldest day. Well, it wasn't the coldest.
It looked like
day.
somebody dumped like a U-Haul.
Yeah, they had like their whole truck bed full. Like pretty much like if you're going to JBF, like they had like a JBF amount worth of like hundreds of items, like not nicely put in boxes like I would do either. Anyways, I was so like curious what they were gonna say to him because I never seen anyone bring that much. They just said he has to get them all inside the door before they can check him in. So I was right behind him, so I got to go in front of him because he could only bring in like
Oh.
He had to get every box inside the store before they would check
in line
him in,
or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know how much of the stuff they bought, but anyway, so no, they don't have a limit, but. Uptown Cheapskate has a 4-bin limit, and the bins are like the size of the those little plastic bins that the post office has. Like, so my black Costco bin's probably like 2 of those. And then Plato's does not seem to have a limit, although they said, if you have a lot, call ahead and they'll be more prepared.
Do you know if they're gonna send you a tax form?
I was wondering about that because they do keep they take your driver's license and take record of it all. So.
Like you've definitely made over $600
Probably
over the year. I mean, we reported anyway, but yeah. I wonder if they're sending that. You don't have to go on a play date. She likely wants to have your kiddo over to play. Well, I don't know about that either. It's 2023. I don't want to just leave our kid at somebody's house we don't know.
Trust people.
Tony says, I don't have kids, and I know what a play date is.
Right, and like I don't want to invite them to our house. I don't want to go to their house. Like,
I mean, I understand what a play date is. I just don't know the logistics.
With
like,
someone that you've
do we go to a
met.
public place? Are we like? Is it expected for the moms to like get together and have some tea while the kids are playing
like, what if
bocce
it's
ball in the
cold?
backyard
Like,
or something?
I just don't know the person. I like to be comfortable. So what if it's like chilly and we're at the park? Then I'm gonna be irritable. I don't know.
She'll be so frustrated that
my Diet Coke, my coffee, my water, my.
Yeah. She'll have like 5 Stanleys of. Kathy has a drinking problem, and none of it's alcohol. She likely wants to have your son come over and play. Easy to let her know. I work, so I'm not available, but my son would love to play sometime. We just need to be like, can we give me your address so that I can stalk you?
It's like, I mean, it would have to be like, here, I'll give you money. Can you take them to like Sky Zone?
Yeah, for kids, play dates is when you just drop off to play together. So you don't have to sit there. I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't like any of it. Although I was feeling sad the other week that our kids don't have like neighborhood friends.
This is why they don't have friends.
Right. Because we don't know how to let them have friends. I mean, the friends that they have are just our friends as kids, which is fine.
Do you promote all your items?
On eBay, yes.
eBay, yes. 3% across the board. 3? You going up or down from that? Poshmark. There's not really a promote, but we do use Posher VA, which I guess automatically shares everything. So that's, I guess I would consider that kind of promoting it, paying to promote it. Unless we're talking about the same adult thing, I don't know. About some adult thing, I don't know. I'm not about small talk either. Anytime someone compliments my clothes, I'm like, thanks, I got it for $3. Thanks, I dug it out of the bin at Goodwill. I was there for 4 hours that day. I also found a toaster, and there was a kitty litter box that had poop in it still. That's what we would do.
I know, like, how do you even explain, like if you've never met someone, right, and you're just, they're obviously
right.
going to be like, what do you do? How do you even explain any of this?
And look, we are very hesitant to tell anybody that, like, oh yeah, we also like do YouTube, because that is a whole other conversation that people just don't,
right.
It's so hard to talk about that job. It is. You make money doing that? Like, it's hard. And it's a conversation I don't like having. Because either they think you, like, make money on YouTube, you know, like Mr. Beast or something, but, or they just don't understand that you can make money on the internet. The playdate could be an opportunity to take turns having some time to yourself. I think we do pretty good at that.
I don't want to watch other people's kids.
Yeah. Sorry, no playdates. We don't want any obligation to watch any of your kids. Okay, yeah, my 2 lights cast a shadow. I guess it's just how they're positioned, so I'm thinking of buying some more. Yeah, in our old house, we had like some soft boxes. We're not putting those back up, probably. I mean, they're big.
I feel like these are way better.
They were nice because they were mounted to the ceiling. They did give good light, but they're just big and bulky. And these lights do pretty good. And I like how slim they are. And you can just have, I think you can daisy chain 8 of them together on one cord, which is nice. And upstairs in the office, we just have them on, like I use those command strips, I think they are. So like, they're like double stick tape that you can remove without ruining the paint. Kathy, just send Reese on the playdate in your place. He only works for carrots. At least they still think you are funny. Well, the kids? Yeah, that probably won't. What? They're just spamming me. Also, I know you don't list on Mercari daily, but I think they're rolling out with the update where 1 pound items now charged a $6.99 ground advantage. I was just listening and I had to take a double take. So a pound for $7. Are they adding in some different steps, different stages of shipping?
Are they adding in over 1 pound per ground advantage? That is what I would.
I know you just mentioned the lights earlier. I can only photograph at night. What lights do you use? Is it the LED ones listed below? Yes, the 8-pack or 6-pack, whatever it is. Those are the ones that we use. And, you know, they're just like, they look like fluorescent lights. I'm like knocking them over. They're very light, and we just kind of stick them to the ceiling with those command strips. They do come with like some, like if you want to screw them in, and then they clip into the clips. In the storage unit, I just zip tied them up to the cage. And I mean, they're pretty good lights. They give off a nice, they are bright. Like we had my brother and his wife over to the house, and when we turned on the office lights, they were like, "Whoa!" They are bright, but we have it bright for like the video. It makes sense for the video. So you might not need as many as we have, but I think a pack is definitely worth it if you're having trouble getting some lighting. Shin Valley Mama, what's up? Welcome in. Hannah says, I vote for play dates. It is important to show your kids. You also do things that make you feel uncomfortable. You could just let the mom know you are a newbie and can meet at a park together.
Yeah, I would have to be Chris. He's the stay-at-home dad.
I'll let the other mom's kid see her mom being his mom being in an uncomfortable situation. Sitting on a park bench with me. You can always talk about the weather, Kathy.
That was probably what I would end up doing.
I was the worst with taking my kids on play dates. I never went on a play date. And maybe you could just take them out to local family events. I know there's always something going on every weekend. I mean, we do a lot of stuff with our kids.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't always...
And with other people and friends. And other kids their age. Just not like random school people that I've never met.
Yeah.
I would even consider it if I met the person. Like, I mean, I take them to birthday parties every time they get invited, but like...
I know, like when I put the video saying that we were going to go to one video a week for a couple weeks till we got the house done. You know, I didn't mention that. I mentioned that we just don't have the time to do it all. And it's, you know, the house has been kind of lagging behind because on the back burner. I didn't mention that that's partially because, you know, like, we kind of spend the evenings like as a family for the most part. I mean, there's some nights we don't, but you know, our kids go to Taekwondo. We do stuff, you know, we try to do stuff throughout the week. The kids always have either like a thing at the school or, so like I wasn't including like our family time as part of that equation, and I don't really, because that's just, you know, I almost consider like I only really work on the other house during business hours or like on the weekends if I have time. If we're doing something that I, you know, that kind of wasn't getting done. So I know that doesn't really come across all the time that we do stuff with our kids.
Our kids are very smart too.
Our kids are what? Small?
Very smart.
Smart?
Yes.
Yeah. They're so smart.
I'm just saying that because, like, one time, like, when someone made a comment of just about me and just, like, insinuating that, like, our kids are stupid because I'm stupid or something.
Oh.
I just feel like
somebody talked about your grammar.
Yes, assume things.
Yeah, our kids are in gifted, and we're always, like, there's at least once a month we got to go to some gifted thing. We usually cook dinner at home. We haven't this past couple weeks.
Not a couple. I mean,
we have, but
not like every day.
Not every day. Like we try to as much as we possibly can. But these last 2 weeks where I've been spending a lot of time at the house and coming home a little bit later, you know, at like 5 o'clock or so, I just haven't got to cook as much. Kelly got 5 more listed. Where you at?
Yay.
How many you got?
I mean, like 10 are listed all the way through. I'm almost ready for my next 5 to start listing.
Alyssa says, trust me, I'm horrible with small talk too. I'm friends with all of my husband's army coworkers because he does all the talking and I just hover next to him. Scott says, when I tell people I do YouTube, they almost always say, you don't look like a YouTuber. Yeah, I get the same look. Clearly you make money. You've got a bus. You guys know how much I spent on that bus?
I feel like you've mentioned it a few times.
I think I have mentioned it at least once.
I'm sure people assume it's.
I want to
more than
know
it
what
is.
you guys think I paid for that bus. Give me your best guess. I guess if you know, then say that too. But just say I'm in sales. You call it e-commerce. I just say I work from home. I don't want to start a potential reselling is morally wrong debate. You steal from poor people? Okay, maybe I overpaid for the bus. It's a bus, guys. Do you know how much a school bus costs brand new? I was surprised when I found out how much a school bus is brand new. Do you know how much a school bus is brand new?
I never cared. But 50 grand? I don't know. More?
Rural Squirrel. Welcome in, Kristen. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Are you staying warm wherever you are? Kristen has graced us with her presence. Spammed by your own kiddos. I know, I'm getting like mean comments. Kristen, you are one of the few people who seem to be immediately remember how my name was spelled. Said Scott. Instead of priority for $8, I haven't checked if Georgia is for over a pound, or if Ground Advantage is for over a pound yet. But personally, charging $1 less for a service that could take days longer than priority is a bit off. But that's just me. So you'd rather, does Mercari give you the option if you want to do priority?
Well, Mercari's priority mail is expensive. So, like, I mean, I know you could ship priority cheaper if you do, like, free shipping, but I feel like theirs is, like, $12 or something crazy for, like, 2 pounds.
Scott says, I wasn't really listening. I thought Chris said he zip-tied the kids to the ceiling. If I could, I would. You always get my name right, too. Kristen with an I. Oh, just ordered some Girl Scout cookies online from a neighbor and then just got the photo of them sitting on my porch. Wait, they were that fast? Like you ordered them today? My sales are slow and my sourcing is all online. Money is not consistent, but too much inventory in my home and garage, not moving fast enough. So when do I get a storage unit? I would probably not get one if your money is not consistent. I would probably wait.
I mean, we don't know if it's, like, their full-time job.
My sales
If
are
it's, like,
slow
their side hobby.
and sourcing is all online. Money is not consistent, but too much inventory in my home and garage. It's not moving fast enough. I would try to find out what's causing your inventory to not move fast enough. Check the sell-through rate on the items. But I don't know if paying to store it is going to solve that problem. Personally. Yeah, what kind of cookies you got? I like the Samoas. Those are like the best.
I don't like cookies.
I've been listing for the last 2.5 days. First time since September. Feels good to get things done, says Kristen. Nice. Oh, Caramel Delights, formerly known as Samoa's. I didn't know they changed the name. Caramel Delights, my favorite. I don't even like coconut that much. But at the same time, I guess I do because these are my faves. Those are good. I'll be over in 20. Yeah, come on, share some. I didn't know it was Girl Scout season, Girl Scout cookie season. $600, $300 for the bus, free, like $300 to $500. I feel like
can't go into Safeway for like ever because
Oh,
there's
they
always
sell 'em at
Girl
the door.
Scouts like right out front the door. And
You can just
can't
buy 'em
say
online.
no.
like $300 to $500. I feel like the suspense means cheaper than usual. What is usual?
Considering they all guess less, right?
$1 million. I'm not good with the small talk too. Have nothing in common with my mom's and my kids' school except that our kids go to the same school. I feel like that's probably the same. 2K, Jesse James says. A bajillion. So I paid $3,000. $3,000. Well, I think it came out to $3,500 after like I did an online auction. So it was like $3,500. Scott says a 72 passenger bus can easily be more than $100,000. I thought they were substantially more than that. Yeah, I thought like $250,000. For a brand new one. An electric one costs $320,000 to $440,000 if you need an electric school bus. Scott says, I've bought a lot of buses. Have you bought them new? Scott would know the industry value. As a former administrator, I am sure you have. I trust Scott's numbers. I need an RV, moving my sales to mobile selling. There you go. But Chris probably had to spend more. Depends on the engine he got. Realistically, $1,800 to $2,500. Yeah, you were off. Priority mail is no longer a priority mail. They live like 5 minutes away. The Girl Scouts in my neighborhood delivered them. So it's... Oh, so I see. You ordered online from a Girl Scout that was your neighbor. I see. So it was like DoorDash. I was going to ask...
A free delivery.
Yeah, you should have stopped at this cookie place earlier.
I've been wanting cookies really bad.
Normally just buy them whenever they're selling them at my local Kroger. That can be dangerous. Yeah. Kathy will like avoid going to a store to not talk to a 7-year-old girl selling cookies.
I will wait till like 11 p.m. to go to the groceries.
She will wait for someone else to walk in next to her so that she could like scuttle by.
Or pretend I'm talking on my phone or something. So important. I've never ever taken a call in the last 14 years.
Because you're too afraid to take calls too. Oh man, 3K isn't bad either. Whoa, really? How much did you have to put in it to fix it at that price? How much? I haven't put anything in it.
We haven't
yet.
got there yet. Well, so far we rented a dumpster to dump all the.
Yeah, I
chairs
guess
for
I did.
Like $300.
I did pay to get a dumpster, so I've probably put
Like $275 or something.
yeah $300.
Everything else was just you doing stuff.
Yeah, everything else
by
is
your
labor so far. I do need like one of the first things I'm going to do is paint it, and I've estimated probably about $400 for the paint, and I'm going to have to do some sanding and stuff first. But And he says, I remember the day I was sitting at a stop sign and noticed the bus said it held 100 gallons of fuel. And then I looked at the price of diesel. Yikes. Yeah, and they get like 7 miles a gallon.
Yay.
We did not buy them. My district was poor. We would buy low mileage buses and have them completely refurbished through the prison system. Sylvester loves Samoas. We sell in our neighborhood and deliver our cookies during COVID. Placed a post on our lawn with info to order. I miss Girl Scout cookies. I was a Girl Scout when I was younger, but I never see anyone selling them now. Really? I mean, we don't get any door to door. We might have in our old house.
I wouldn't have answered.
Kathy would have jumped under the couch. What's sad is how little the troop gets paid for each box. Yeah. Jen is laughing. OMG, Kathy. I also think it's sad how they went from cardboard boxes to plastic packaging now. Less recyclable, but probably cheaper to produce. Man, have we just not had Girl Scout cookies in a while?
I mean, I don't buy them.
Kathy, you are my social anxiety spirit animal. I remember when diesel used to be cheaper than unleaded. Yeah. Leanne, hello. Almost forgot about your live tonight. Hope everyone's having a good night. We're doing all right. We're just starting to talk about food, which is kind of a record. It's taken this long. Everybody put what your favorite Girl Scout cookie is. I like the Samoas, and then what are the...
You calling them the wrong thing again.
What are they called? I don't know what they're called.
They just said Caramel Delights.
Caramel Delights? Those are probably top 3. The Caramel Delights, and then what are the peanut butter ones?
I like peanut butter ones.
Like, there's 2 peanut butter ones, though. Which ones do you like
We're just going to get ads now for all the cookies.
Well, I'm okay with that. What are the peanut butter ones? There's the one with like there's a scoop of peanut butter in the cookie and then it's covered in chocolate. Oh, you're looking at them right there.
This was last year's. They probably don't have all of these. Usually...
You trying to put Facebook profile information up?
What?
I don't know. What's a do-si-do? Is that peanut butter?
This looks good. Oh yeah, these.
Tag-alongs?
Out of the regular ones, these are my favorite ones.
Look, they still call them Samoas. What are you talking about?
Well, this was from 2023.
They just changed them, huh? I mean, Thin Mints are pretty good too.
I never
those
got to try
ones,
these.
the ones on the right.
Oops. I wanted to try these raspberry ones, but wasn't last year those going for a lot on eBay?
The raspberry ones?
They were just selling out. Some people were selling them for a lot on eBay.
Thin Mints are pretty good, especially when you freeze them.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
What's that? What's the one on the blue one? What's that called? Trash. That's what it is. The shortbread ones? Are they just called shortbread?
Trefoil.
Trifoil?
That's what it says right here.
Trash. Those are like the worst cookies. The lemon ones, I like the lemon ones too.
You like all of them.
I would literally, I would even eat the trash ones. I would eat them all. I mean, who am I kidding? I usually go to grocery shop in the evening, so that's probably why I never see them. That makes sense. Kelly says, I was the biggest cookie seller in my troop, so I always buy cookies from the Scouts as payback.
That's nice.
That's cool. When I was in Cub Scouts, I won the Pinewood Derby. Like not just in our troop. Like I went to the mall and raced like all the other troops, and I won.
Wow.
I got like a big old trophy.
Just kidding. I'm not making fun.
Jen says, I never answer my door either, Kathy. So Thin Mints. Those ones are good. I know we work so hard for a Disney trip. Now it's cookies and also nuts and magazines. Is that what the reward is? Like you used to be able to go for a Disney trip? I sold a lot of them too. I went to almost every house in the neighborhood. The Girl Scout short... Wait, sorry. The Girl Scout shortbread cookies dunked in coffee are the best? Well, I've never dunked them in coffee, so that might be where I'm failing, but I don't like them. Samoas and tagalongs. Yeah, the tagalongs are peanut butter ones. I always thought Thin Mints would be like number one. My husband likes the peanut butter cookies wrapped in the chocolate. Yeah. Tagalongs and do-si-dos. Reseller question. All right, dragging it down. Back to reselling, I guess. Can anyone tell me why the Jordan X Paris Saint Germain black t-shirt is selling on StockX for $185? I just found a kid version, and I'm not sure how to price. Anyone?
I can.
What is StockX? They sell. You can sell T-shirts there. Jordan X Paris Saint Germain. For $185. I just looked it up. It says the last sale was $68. I don't know. Anyone? Tagalongs covered in chocolate. Samoas, they are delicious. Everything else is a runner-up. This is Scott. So the Samoas are number one. I mean, like, it seems like everybody likes those the best. My mom liked the do-si-dos. The peanut butter patties is what they call them. Yeah, I like the sandwich ones too. Like the almost like a Nutter Butter. Another really good cookie. Savannah Smiles. What are those? Oh. Wait, what? What are these? Are they discontinued? They're discontinued, it looks like. Caramel Delights, peanut butter patties, and then the Thin Mints. Yep, I think those are the top three, and those are my top threes. Should do a poll. I don't know if I... Can you do a poll?
I don't have the chat up.
All right, let me try. We'll do a poll. Might take me like 9 years. Is this the 2023-2024 cookies? Explore the cookie flavors. What? Never even seen that one. Adventurefuls? Toffee-tastic? I can't add all of these. None of these. All right. Engage. Start a poll. Thin Mints. Samoas. They're still calling them Samoas on the site. I'm going to keep calling them Samoas. I wonder if they try to change it and then people are like, change it back. Tagalongs. Dosey Does.
I don't know why I thought that said society.
Huh?
I'm like just copying this and I wrote Puzzle Society. I don't know why that word was in my head. It says Puzzle Factory. I wrote Society. I don't know.
We are a puzzled society. It's only letting me have 4 options. So I'm putting up my 4 favorites. You guys, there's the poll. Dosey Does are my favorites. Depends on the region. The names are different. Oh, well, I'm on Girl Scouts of Colorado, I guess. Thin Mints, Lemon Ups. I like the lemons. Welcome in, Leo. I'm in the minority. I don't like Thin Mints. I mean, I like them, but they're not my favorite. I mean, I'd still eat a whole sleeve in one sitting without even batting an eye, but yeah, definitely not my favorite. They were my dad's favorite, though. We always had them in our freezer. Tag-alongs are the chocolate-covered ones, the peanut butter, trefoils, caramel delights. Thin Mints are number 1 seller. Thin Mints are the number 1 seller, really? I feel like I just thought that just because my dad liked them so much. But OMG frozen caramel delights. Oh, yeah. You ever have them frozen? Chris, those are the best. Got to question your taste buds now. What, the shortbreads? The shortbread cookies are yummy when you dip them in a chocolate frosting. See, then you have to have extra. Like you gotta judge it based on it as it comes. I saw Kathy today at the Benz, but didn't want to give her anxiety. Kathy, what do you think of our Benz? Susan Rodriguez. Susan, you should totally go up to Kathy if you see her.
Somebody said hi that I haven't seen before, and then I saw Megan, which I see her all the time. Yeah. What do I think of our Benz? I like it. Out of all the Benz I've been to, I think it's my favorite. I mean, I like the Denver ones too, but I like that ours pretty much always has carts. I like that I know what's going on. Like, just because I go now a lot, I know like the rules. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're accustomed to it.
I know when the bathroom's gonna open up and when they're probably gonna do. I don't
like that they lock the bathroom. I'm about to knock our kids out. They've been stomping above us, and I know you're watching us. And it's time to go to bed if you're gonna keep doing that, kids.
And I usually find good stuff, although today I did not find that much good stuff. Some good house stuff for us, but not like a lot to sell.
Yeah. Good bins, terrible bathroom. Terrible bathroom. I don't know how the ladies' room is, but the men's room is like the worst. Like the worst. Trefoils are great dunked in coffee. Kathy, what's your opinion on the new List Perfectly catalog? I love it, but I see you using the older one.
I'm sure I'll love it. I just haven't gotten to use it much because I don't want to. Because I
don't
want to.
It messes with her social anxiety. She'll get there. She'll get there.
One day. Maybe when Chris is done with all his.
Here's how it works. I'll suggest a change.
And
I'll be like, this is like, babe, this is gonna change your life.
Him about it for
She'll fight me over it because she hates change, and then about 6 months later, she'll be like, "Look, I just did this and it's so great," and then pretend like it's her idea, and I'm like, "That's such a good idea," and that's
how it will go.
Yeah. Chris is gonna paint his bus like his historic winning Pinewood Box Derby car. I don't even remember what I painted it. I don't even remember how I painted it. It might have just been solid blue. Girl Scouts are known for cookies. What are Boy Scouts known for? I think we sold popcorn when I was badges. Boy Scouts do popcorn, but I never see them selling. Yeah, they're terrible salesmen. Boy Scouts have fancy nuts. No joke. They sell their nuts. Mama with a camera. Hi, Kathy, Chris. Hey, chat. All right, Mama with a camera. What's your favorite cookie? We've only had 17 votes. Maybe because your favorite's not on the list.
Lady Cub. That's what I just realized. I don't.
What are those feet gloves? What are those?
What? I don't know.
Like that, the green things.
They're just gloves. They're just old.
Those
gloves.
fingers were not long enough. Popcorn and nuts. No wonder I never knew. OMG, I was listening while watching you guys and I saw I got a free membership. Thanks. Well, hey, you're welcome. It's what you get for watching. I think it was just random. What happened to Thin Mints? What happened to him? I guess this chat you might have come in when I was saying that I thought Thin Mints. Well, I didn't realize that Thin Mints were the most sold Girl Scout cookie. And I think our music playlist just ended. Should do a poll. Not in Cali. Oh, they don't call them Samoas in Cali. Scott says, I need to get going. Hope everyone has a great night. Scott, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for supporting us, man. I hope you have fun on your private pick. Be sure to post lots of stuff. Good night, good night. Still call them Samoas too. Don't worry.
Jeez. Follow this.
What is that?
I don't know.
Scott.
Well, this is the puzzle I have, which is only worth $13. But whatever this is, like print, is worth
the
$100
print
something.
of the puzzle?
Yeah.
What if we build the puzzle and then like glue it on a poster board? Did you?
There's so many of those in the bins.
Did your
just
glue
somebody's
together?
Puzzles that are in a frame.
Assembled.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? Do people still do that? Like frame your puzzle?
I might be able to list this for like $30. That's the cheapest one listed.
How many items should I list a day to have consistent sales? I think that's.
I don't know if that's answerable.
That's like.
I think you could list one and have consistent sales, but
Yeah, it's hard to. That's a hard to answer question because there's real no right answer. Like, if you had one item that you could list every single day, but that one item was. I always use the example PlayStation 5. When PlayStation 5s were being sold out everywhere and you listed one every day, you would have consistent sales every day. So it really just depends. Start somewhere. Just start consistently listing something a day. Find out what your sales are for those items that you're listing, and then move on from there. What I heard when they ended up contracting two different bakeries to make the cookies, so one kept the old names and the other one who didn't, but it depends on the region. Oh, so it was like a trademark issue or something? Thanks for the info. Southern Cali versus Orange County, California is different. What's a do-si-do again? The do-si-do is like it's an oatmeal sandwich cookie with peanut butter filling. I wish I could have had more options because there's 9 cookies on the website at least, and I only had 4 spots. In my area, they changed the names, but I don't know any of them. Could just be the old names. I just know the old. They changed multiple names, not just on the Samoas. I'm learning more and more. I think those are the peanut butter sandwich cookies. Yeah. Random reseller thing that happened to me tonight. I have a pair of G-Defy shoes listed, not sold, forever. Anyhow, a man messaged me on eBay and said he received them, but they're in bad condition and a size 15. Mine are 8.5. I said, mine are still for sale. Has this happened to anyone else? So he messaged you saying,
I feel like I did have something like that. You remember that? That one I was like freaking out on you about. And you like read it, and then you're like, wait, she never bought from you or something. I don't remember what item it was. So I wonder
We
if she like
did.
bought from someone else and just, I don't know.
We did. And I got in trouble for it. No. No, yeah. I didn't get in trouble. Kathy was panicking. Probably like you were.
Well, like the message was very rude.
Yeah. And
like, I mean, they were like saying bad feedback, which you
did
can
they
get it
did they
taken
threaten
off
to
if
give
they
you bad
say
feedback
it,
or something?
so.
It seems like it's probably some kind of scam, but I don't know the scam. I don't know what they're trying to get out of it. Like, I don't even think you'd be able to send them any money or something. They were not nice. Yeah, I mean, we had that happen. Kathy was like, you were probably driving around, so you didn't have the ability to look at it. But I looked into it and I was like, babe, we didn't sell these. They're still listed. Did I end the poll? All right, poll ended. Samoas by 50%. Thin Mints tag along. So in this chat, the Samoas beat the Thin Mints. And then 4% for Do-Si-Do. Alyssa says, I saw Kathy at the bins and got a photo. She was super nice. I didn't want to mess up her mojo.
You guys are never messing anything up. If anything, I'll just like chat while I'm digging through the bin.
Yeah. I would love to see other resellers in my area outsourcing. I voted Thin Mints, but I will say I haven't had any of the newer flavors because I don't eat much gluten. Yeah, I have not had... I feel like we've had the s'mores. I think those were new that year that we got them, so I don't know when they came out. I've not had the toffee-tastic. I probably don't know if I don't know if I'd like that one. I don't like toffee that much. I like lemon. I'd eat that. And then I'd eat everything else except for those shortbreads. These ones are weird though. The Adventurefuls. Have you seen those? It's like a brownie
I've seen
topped
it.
with caramel,
I've eaten it.
flavored with cream.
I don't like caramel that much. So I probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah. I don't like a brownie cookie. Why are they separating the items at the bins? You need to watch it and ask about poundage because twice I've been overcharged.
Today they were doing it different again.
They did it different again?
I mean, just like a little bit,
This
like
is
not
Susan.
back to normal, but
She said she saw you at the bins today, but didn't say hi. So that's who said that.
what did she say?
She said, why are they separating the items at the bins?
I don't know. Okay, so like last week they were. Okay, you've been there when you basically just roll your own cart up onto there and then they weigh it. And like if you want them to separate out your games or your cups or whatever, you put it out yourself and tell them. Okay, but like right now, well, last week you bring your cart on this side, like at Costco, like you put your cart on that side and they'll sort it for you. That's what they were doing so that they could figure out how much clothes pounds, how much shoes pounds, and various things. I was assuming just for their own records, like trying to figure out what they're selling the most of.
So when they do that, do they take everything out of the cart
Slowly though, so
and then
like
they put all your clothes in the cart and then weigh that?
yeah,
And
you
then
can
do they
see the
add
scale.
to it or do they
Yeah, they're adding to it, but then they restart the scale. So like they'll take all your clothes and like today it would be like 20 pounds of clothes. Then she'll start the scale back at 0. So then
and then put in the register
you can see
20
on the
pounds.
register like, okay, I got 20 pounds of clothes for $1.69, and then she'll put in all the shoes and you'll see how many pounds that is. And yeah, so that's what they were doing last week. And then today I don't know what the frick they were doing, but my linens were very cheap, so I was okay with it.
Seems like they
Yeah, this time they're like, oh, like, because I was just checking out with my Hulk and I didn't have that much. Well, I went in and out a few times today because I got lunch and stuff, but they're like, oh, you need a cart. Like, because I was just trying to check out with my Hulk in. Like, what do you mean I need a cart? Like, just take my little IKEA bags and put them in there. Like sometimes there's not a cart. I mean, there usually is, but I don't know. I didn't want to like take my cart because I had it parked because I was going to lunch and I was going to come back and I wanted my cart to be where it was.
She says, yes, they zero separating and zero out. If you don't watch, they don't zero out.
Yeah, I've been worried about it.
I'd be like, can you reweigh all that, please? Can you do it 3 times and then give me an average of your 3 times? My mom frames puzzles. She glues them together. She glued my Beatles one together, even though I asked her not to, so I could redo it over and over. We had a neighbor who did that, who would have just puzzles all over their wall. I have 6 vintage flannels, men's shirts from an online estate auction. New with tag, NOS. What's NOS? New old stock. With a slight musty smell. Should I wash before listing, or note in the listing that they can be listed new, so that they can be listed new instead of pre-owned? So 6 vintage flannel shirts, but they're new with tag and new old stock. You could try just putting them in a dryer, just like a light tumble dry, maybe with like a dryer sheet.
Okay, they said they're dirty.
So they're new. They have a musty smell.
I would probably just say they have a musty smell.
You could just say that they have the smell. I don't know. Putting them in the dryer could be risky. But if they're new old stock, maybe. I mean, as long as they're in good shape, then I mean, you'd probably be all right if you just say like they need to be washed. They're old, but they smell musty. Or you could do new without tag. Sounds like a scam, or they are confused. Sounds like a scam. Had it to me once. It was a scam. They were not nice. Kevin was just talking about this. He said someone gave him a negative feedback for an item that was still in transit. I feel like that's something a little bit different, though. Because you can only give a negative feedback if somebody actually bought something. This was an instance of somebody not buying something but messaging you as if they did. That's what I don't understand what a scam could be. Ozone machine or spray with vodka water solution. I wouldn't wash since they're new with tag. Otherwise, just note it in the listing. They sent me a pic of the shoes they received, and I was like, those aren't in bad condition. They're probably just an idiot. I had this happen with a buyer who messaged me saying the jeans I sent her were light washed instead of dark washed. I was confused. The next day, she apologized, saying she got mine today. Well, yeah. See, those are both cases where somebody actually bought something. I feel like this case was just somebody messaging out of the blue, which happened to us too. So it's like they're looking at your stuff because they're talking about a specific item you have. Yeah. So there has to be some kind of scam with it. It can't be confusion. Unless...
What are they trying to get?
Unless they... I guess it's possible. Maybe they sent an offer, or like you sent them an offer on something, but they didn't buy it. They bought somebody else's, and then they went into the messages or something of that, and then went and tried to message you from that instead of from the listing. I guess I don't know. It really doesn't make sense. She was just thinking of another seller. Had that with a jacket I sold on eBay. Person bought it, said it was too big. Even though I had the size measurements, eBay accepted the return. A week later, the buyer said I didn't refund them all their money, and I did. Told them to contact eBay minus the shipping fee. Did anyone here just get a cha-ching? I just bought some shoes on eBay. Did you get a cha-ching? Mama with the camera.
Yeah, I did.
She's like, did I buy them from anybody? Anybody here?
Oh.
This is where all the eBay shoe sellers are right now, right?
Actually, I've hardly had any sales today.
Yes, they zero, separating zero. Okay. I think I would die inside from embarrassment if I shot off a message like that and was wrong to the wrong seller. Us talking about the bins just makes me more excited to be back up there. I should be back in Colorado by the end of next week.
Is that Alyssa?
Yeah.
Like for good or for
Yeah.
visiting?
Why you coming back?
She used to live here, right?
Were you just...
She moved for college.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm telling you.
Okay. When she talked to you at the bins, she told you all that? Okay. That's why I don't remember, because I wasn't
I know. That's
part
what
of the
I'm
conversation.
telling you right now. All right. I listed 20 and crash listed, except Mercari.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice. You ready to close out then? We probably got to go put the kids to bed.
Yeah, I just got to calculate how many dollars I listed.
All right, you do that. I'm going to catch up, and then we're going to head out. Manny says, my phone jumped back 20 minutes. All of a sudden, I heard the cookie talk again. That's weird that it jumped back. I did my pawns yesterday and was overcharged. My pounds yesterday and was overcharged. If it was summer, I would say hang the shirts outside in the sun. That's a good thing, yeah. You could try spraying them with ozone. That's what I usually do in this situation. What is ozone? I thought it was... I don't know. Is it like in a bottle? Have you noticed the brands aren't as good in Denver? At the Denver bins?
I feel like I find good stuff when I go up there. I just don't like either the parking situations or not being able to get a cart.
Susan said I was charged $49 for linens today. $49?
49 cents. Like that's
49
what I'm saying.
cents?
I got a whole queen size comforter, sheet set, pillowcases, 3 Pottery Barn pillows with the down insert, like all that together for like $6 something.
Nice. Maybe I'll go to the Denver bins. I've never been since Denver is an hour and a half away from Fountain. Yeah, I feel like you can get just as it's like if you spent the time that you would take driving to Denver from Fountain, if you just spent that time extra at the bins, you probably make up for whatever you would get. More or less. I've not made it to the bins yet. Really want to go, but a little intimidated. Yeah, just do it. Try it out. Putting the shirts in a bag in the freezer for a couple of days should take the smell away. We should do all that. We should try to myth bust some of these things.
I have tried the freezer thing before.
Yeah. That'd make a cool video. Just get like 10 shirts and like, how do you make them smell like moldy, musty? I don't know. And then like try everything. And then make strangers smell them. Does this smell moldy to you? Get away from me. I just looked at your about section on the channel. I didn't know about Kidizen until... I didn't know Kidizen existed until now. Thank you for giving me an alternative place to sell all the baby and toddler clothes I have in my store. Nice. Use code Ginger. Right? Or is it Ginger15? What's your Kidizen? Use the link in our description.
I think it's just Ginger.
And you get a little...
All right, $431.
Holy cow.
Is what I listed.
Kathy listed 400.
And I already listed 400 something earlier too. So it's a pretty big day for me, you could say.
I'd say it's a pretty big day. Got a lot done.
And I went to bed.
All right, thanks. I've had zero interest in the shoes. I'm like, what? You want to buy them? Nope, I don't. It wasn't you, Kathy, or I would have just waited until you saw it. My son wears a very specific shoe for a ninja that are discontinued, and I found a pair in his size. Kelly got total count 17 done for the night. Nice. Good job, Kelly. My husband has a training coming up, so I'm going up there for about a week or two, depending on what I want to do while I'm there. That's Alyssa. So husband's
So just visiting.
training. So military? Coming up for like military training? Thank you to everyone for the musty shirt advice. Much appreciated. All right, now you're going to try it all out and then come back next week and tell us the results. You got 6 shirts, right? So do one of each. I'm just kidding. I mean, yeah, just get them. Anyone know how the downtown Miami bins are? We're going to Florida in 2 weeks, and our hotel is 15 minutes away. Have we been in that one? Miami bins?
I never went to the bins there.
And then back...
If that's where Amanda... I don't know where Amanda lives.
Alyssa says, and then back to good old Fort Bliss, Texas, which has no bins within 250 miles. I see.
That's a bummer.
Come to the Waco bins, and Kelly will thrift with you. Maybe you can get Scott too. Scott's over there, although he's too busy sourcing custom private picks. My husband is in the Army and has a month-long training in California with no contract. That's so weird. Like my brother's like in the Army, and they're like stationing him in Alaska, but they haven't given him orders. I don't know. It seems weird. What's up with the Army lately? How much earlier did the stream start? We started at 7, so we started an hour early today. So we're cutting out.
From now on, right?
And probably from now on. I don't know. The kids they're down here. Like they're really wanting to go to bed. I will do that. Yeah, just let us know what you end up doing. I'm interested to know. I think any city in Texas is like 5 hours away from El Paso. You're right. Army's a whole lot of not knowing anything. All right, guys. We're out of here. You okay?
No, we didn't even talk to Reese anymore.
I know. We covered him up and then he went on top of the blanket. Donut dog. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. Yeah, we'll probably go back to 7 o'clock, or we'll stay 7 o'clock next week. So same time, 2 hours, 15 minutes in the past, and that's when we'll be live next week, Thursday.
Yep. What?
Oh, I was just reading a little bit of what's going on. He's training at Fort Irwin. Tommy Tuberville was holding up promotions, so no one knew they were going. Tommy Tuberville. Is that? I don't know. It's an Army joke. I don't get it. All right, guys. Good night. We appreciate you so much. Video will be coming out Monday, and then we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye, guys.